Good day my friends, finally I found some time to make this video, and by going through all the original soundtracks from A Realm Reborn until Stormblood in their beautiful entirety, I want to present you my top 10 songs from the base game and the original A Realm Reborn soundtrack only. Don't worry, you will definitely agree that there are already enough smasher songs to fill up a top 10 without any difficulty. Far from it, sorting out some songs was already quite difficult, and first I wanted to include all songs from Before the Fall as well. But this amazing soundtrack accompanying our journey after the main plot until Heavensward also contains too many beautiful songs that a top 10 would be very difficult. So if you like this video, I will cover the other soundtracks as well, or maybe even recall some of my all-time Final Fantasy favorites. That would definitely be more than 100 songs at the moment. But yeah, I could try to make a top 10 out of this selection as well. But enough talk, let's get started with one of the starting area themes that I really like even when I'm a citizen of Gridania. Surely, all the town and starting area themes are nice and evoke a very enjoyable and relaxing mood, but out of all starting themes, I would favor this one. It perfectly mixes up comfort and tranquility with lust for adventure. Enjoy it while doing fates, leaf quests and solving the mysteries of our great Thanalan. So let us head to the next one. At first, this rank was reserved for the Waking Sands and Stone title theme, but we are hearing that song for our entire MSQ journey. I couldn't help to replace it with Machinations. Being a song bristling with positivity, that if you haven't filled your back with lust for adventure with the previous title already, this will definitely get you on track to venture into an amazing journey. Besides, this kinda evokes the feeling of, now we're striking back, or we finally made up a very nice plan to kick their ass. So enjoy this one and let's get to the next afterwards. The next two may be quite early on this list and I guess many of you would place them higher. But there are too many good ones afterwards that I personally love and cannot put any lower. Starting with Torn from the Heavens, that my brother has given me a heavenly music box from, that also plays a beautiful melody, just listen to it. Being the title to all fates, especially the epic big ones. I hope you like it like I do and still get hyped when hearing it inside of a big fate or anywhere else. Coming to the 7th place. This is from a lovely battle with a spectacular primal, also resembling a remarkable point in the Realm Reborn plot. So to avoid spoilers, we're looking at the combat only, but showing totally different cutscenes and fights wouldn't make sense for this theme. It's nicely composed, with a certain climax at the being the first rock meets orchestra song the game throws at us, where Soken definitely shows that we don't necessarily need Nobuo for getting these intense Final Fantasy vibes. The next one might be quite a personal choice, but it marked the moment where I really got involved into the story of Realm Reborn, and that intense Heavensward vibe already flew into the atmosphere of Coerthas. We glimpsed at the upcoming beauty of a tremendous expansion and met some of our best friends we could find during the plot. I really love those piano parts being sad, dark and evoking a very mysterious feeling of things that are soon to happen. And the organ elements are so Heavenswardy that Soken must have written the whole Heavensward soundtrack with this song as example. Really an enjoyable and well-deserved rank 6 for me personally. We all love the next one, and who doesn't think of Kingdom Hearts on this one? Two facts here, it is actually written by Nobuo Uematsu and doesn't exist on the original A Realm Reborn soundtrack. But I found it on Before Meteor and my guesses are people have already faced Ascians in 1.0. Still, to be fair and stick to the original soundtrack of A Realm Reborn, there's a partner theme to it called Thunderer. And to avoid spoilers, most of you know where this song embraces our battles and against whom we are fighting to it. Really nice and dark theme to overall Ascian meddling that will accompany the Warrior of Light for quite a while, maybe longer than we're expecting. The next 3 could also get a bit spoilerish, so please don't watch further into the explanation of them, and please finish the Realm Reborn MSQ first if you're interested in its story. On rank 4 we got Primal Timber and Spiral, both being some sort of the same song just mixed up differently. And I don't think I need to tell you where these songs can be heard in game, so let us cover their effect on our ears a bit more. While Primal Timber perfectly resembles the mysterious incidents about the King of Dragons and the epic battle against it, Spiral mixes that up with lust for battle and amplifies the dangers and foes that await us in our exploration. Surely, the Answers theme is the main part of it, but I really like those 2 mix-up versions, setting our focus on the gloomy atmosphere this raid offered. Rank 3 and 2 are really difficult to place high on this list because they are bound to the most annoying duty roulette we could ever face. Nonetheless, when remembering their first appearance when playing those dungeons for the first time, I was ultimately excited to kick some Gallian ass. And above that, this brought to us the whole Gallian and Magitech atmosphere, delivered and realized by 2 dungeons and 2 songs. While the Emperor's Wound might be not that powerful like the Praetorium's theme Penitus, but it does prepare our ears and mood for the epic battle that is soon to come, and I really love those strings being combined with the tapping bass followed by that dark and intense piano play. Soken, you are indeed the true successor to Master Nobuo. Penitus, however, still has so many facets, being a piece of music that contains different parts with a full range of intensity and climax, perfectly following the recent happenings of the MSQ plot. I know, you may hate them because hearing them all the time in MSQ duty roulette, but apart from that, they are very nice songs bringing that Garlean spirit to Eorzea. Surely the next one is one of these songs as well, but we cannot deny its epicness. While Ultima is well written and the choir is amazingly intense, especially on its live version being introduced later on the Stormblood soundtrack, my personal favor goes to the Maker's Rune, which cannot be cut off from Ultima. Therefore I really think this is the title theme of the prime plot to A Realm Reborn, and I really love to hear it reimagined in later parts of our journey, when fighting foes of the same kind. And even when not being experienced in this order, the Maker's Rune is my personal final battle music for the whole Praetorium, that we learned to hate due to that boring duty roulette Netflix. Okay, that number 1 wasn't difficult, right? I mentioned Primal Timber and Spiral, but this couldn't be the prime iteration of this masterpiece, right? So here it is, the title song of this game, but not the game alone. The title song for all the hard work and courage Yoshi-P and his team had to yield to turn the former Final Fantasy XIV into the game we all love so intensively. Let this be the answer to all our prayers and a monument to a brave man, Yoshi-P. And of course, no one else than Nobuo had to do this, with his ultimate power of composing, mixing up an intense vocal part of the amazing Susan Calloway and the spirit of the Black Mages into my personal number 1 of A Realm Reborn. And still, the best version of this song can only be found in the original trailer in my opinion. For songs who walk before may lead those who have been produced after. And if you liked this video and want to see more like that, please give me some feedback and share your personal ranking inside the comment section. See you guys on Twitch, Patreon or in another video, and until then, take care and keep loving Final Fantasy.